All right. Well, welcome everybody. We have a very exciting and an important announcements for you today. The corporate team has literally been working around the clock on a lot of different components that are going to help your business, but not only help your business, help your membership be worth more to you now and be worth more to you in the future. And so, in order for me to really set the record straight in terms of these announcements today, it's really important that you understand the vision of where we started Bryte Lyfe. And for me, this has been a journey that's been almost 3 years because, as most of you know, if you've heard me tell the story before, I started putting together Bryte Lyfe in August of 2023. So next month, this will be officially a 3 year journey for me. And I've been in the travel and entertainment industry now for over 30 years. I know I don't look like I'm that old, but I am. I am starting to feel like the old guy in the room. My golf buddies that play with us every week at the Bryte Lyfe Golf League call me Unc. And so I am definitely one of the older ones in the group now, but I did not used to be. I've been doing this for over 30 years, helping people take trips, helping people cross things off their bucket list. I've helped millions of people travel around the world. I've been to almost 80 countries. I've been to pretty much every major sporting event, live and in person. Every major music festival. In fact, Tomorrowland and Ultra Europe are going on this month, and so I just was seeing some videos of Tomorrowland in Belgium, and I was telling my daughter in the car this morning. We went to a sea turtle sanctuary volunteer session this morning with my family, and we were talking about Tomorrowland. And so for me, really, the dream of Bryte Lyfe was to help people create these amazing experiences, have memories that would be with you for your entire life. We lost my dad a couple of years ago now. It'll be 2 years in November. And we were talking about him this morning while we were together on the beach, all of us this morning, and the memories that we had. And we talked about some of the trips that we took. We all went to Mexico together about a year before he passed. And so we were talking about some of these memories and these experiences. And see, the thing is we are in the memory business. We are in the experience business. This isn't about money, and it's not about golf. It's not about travel. It's about experiences, and it's about memories that will be with you for your entire life. And here's another funny story. This morning, we actually went down to the very tip of Anna Maria Island. That's where the sea turtle event was this morning that we got up early and went to. And I actually went to Anna Maria Island for the first time when I was about 9 years old. It was my very first vacation as a child. It was the very first time I saw the beach, and I was on that beach this morning. So a little bit of irony here, because that was the first time I saw the ocean. I was as a kid who grew up in a small town in Texas. I didn't get to do those types of trips. I didn't get to do those types of vacations. We did it once. And so we went to Anna Maria Island. My dad had a friend who had a little bungalow there. We drove in a Suburban across country and went there. And then we went to Disney World later. And so we literally did one trip my entire childhood. But we talked about that this morning. My brother's here with me and his kids. And so it was interesting because today is a culmination of something that we've been talking about at Bryte Lyfe really since the beginning, because our goal was to get to a point where you could earn all of your lifestyle benefits, get to a point where you would no longer pay for travel. See, one of the reasons I've been able to take those, go to 70 plus countries is because the money that I was making in the direct sales industry, in the travel industry, was what afforded me the ability to do that. And see, one of the conflicts that I had my entire career at World Ventures, those 13 years that I was there, we helped millions of people travel around the world, but we were doing group trips. So the group trips were to the same places, the same destinations. We went to Mexico, we went to the Bahamas, we went to the Caribbean, we did a cruise. It was basically the same 3 or 4 trips, just repackaged over and over again, 200 or 300 people. The only people that were really getting to experience what I was experiencing was the top leaders, because the product at World Ventures was not bucket list. It was not once in a lifetime experience. It was not sporting events. It was not playing the most amazing golf courses. It was not going to music festivals. I took groups of my team and my friends to Tomorrowland in Belgium in 2017. I took friends of mine to Ultra Croatia in Europe in 2015, and we rented a big villa in Croatia. I put those trips together. I used my resources. The company, that was not what our product was. That was not what our vision was. And so the vision of Bryte Lyfe was really to help everybody accomplish what they wanted around the world, whether it was seeing, all 50 states, whether it was, going to the place where your ancestors are from or where your family migrated from, because we're all immigrants at the end of the day here in the United States. We just celebrated 250 years here. And so I don't know what's on your bucket list. I don't know what's on your sports bucket list. I don't know what's on your concert bucket list. I don't know. But all I know is there is not another company in the world, in the direct sales industry, that their product, or any company for that matter, is literally helping people's dreams come true, helping people's experiences come true. And so I think we need to get even better at selling that story, sharing that story. And so what we talked about from the beginning was the Bryte Lyfe currency, creating an environment, creating a technology with all of these products and services, but also having our own Bryte Lyfe currency, so that the ones that we're out there actually building and the ones that were helping us grow would literally be earning their experiences. They'd be earning concerts. They'd be earning golf at the most amazing golf courses. They'd be earning hotel stays. And we just drove by this morning, the St. Regis. And so for those of you that haven't been to this part of Florida, the St. Regis is the newest hotel on Longboat Key, but it's also the most expensive. A lot of the hotels around this area, they're older hotels. And so, they're 30 years old, they're 40 years old, they're 50 years old. There's a lot of condos. There's not a lot of hotels. Well, that hotel is an average of about $2,000 a night. You can look it up online, the St. Regis Longboat Key. It's amazing. It's small. A lot of the units have wraparound balconies where you can see like the intercoastal, what's on the other side of the key, and then you can also see the Gulf. And it's an incredible hotel, but it's $2,000 a night. But these are the types of hotels that we're putting members up in for their bucket list trip. And with our Travel Dollars program, which we're going to talk about in just a second, the new evolution of that, you could save money and then you can use your travel dollars. See, the thing is that, one of our biggest competitors, MWR, they talk about how you can, they talk about how you can get your money back in travel. Well, the problem is that there's a lot of gotchas on it. There's a limit. They limit how many you can use. The same thing that we did at World Ventures. They copied a lot of the stuff that we did at World Ventures. And a lot of the other travel companies, they'll limit your points or your miles, or you have to have so many, or it's 10-1. You have to have 500 points for $100. There's all these gotchas. There's all these gimmicks. We didn't want to have that. We wanted to have a program that these travel dollars, and the reason they were called travel dollars is because when we launched the company in May of 2024, so just literally 26 months ago, all we had was the booking engine and the bucket list trip. That's it. That's all we had. And so now, literally 2 years later, we have 250 private and semi-private golf courses and private dining clubs. By the way, one of the dining clubs in Lakeland, Florida, just down the road, is $10,000 a year to have a membership there. And it's part of our World Vantage program. See, it's not just golf that's inside of World Vantage. We have these dining partners as well. These are private clubs that are $10,000 a year to walk into. You can't even walk into it. It's the Lakeland Yacht Club. And so, a lot of people don't realize all the benefits and all of the value. But what we wanted to do was get to a place where the travel dollars was universal. We could get to a place where travel dollars could pay for everything inside of the app. Well, that day is now here. Now, this is a major announcement. We've never allowed this before. We're in a place now where we're building a piece of technology that will allow you to reimburse your travel dollars for anything that you purchase inside of the Bryte Lyfe app. That means that if you're doing concerts, if you're doing events, if you're doing excursions, if you're doing Disney, if you're doing golf, anything, spas, anything that you buy inside of the Bryte Lyfe app will now be part of our brand new Lifestyle Dollars program. Okay, so they're no longer going to be called travel dollars. So you will see all of the updated documents, and within the next few weeks, we're going to have a button on the membership page where you can submit your receipts and you can reimburse your Lifestyle Dollars for anything on the app. The other thing that is coming soon is right now, you can already pay for your, use your travel dollars, which are now Lifestyle Dollars. You can use them to buy tickets to our St. Pete conference without having to be reimbursed. So you can literally go in, you can buy your ticket, VIP or general admission for the St. Pete event in November, and you don't have to be out of pocket. So you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. All of these other Lifestyle Dollar reimbursements that I just talked about is reimbursement. So that means that you go in and pay through the Bryte Lyfe app, screenshot your receipt, and you're going to be able to upload your receipt into a form. Currently, if you want to do it now, starting now, and this will count for all of your travel dollars that are in your account today, you can submit your receipt as a support request, and we will reimburse you the following week. So within a week, you will get reimbursed for whatever you purchased if you have Lifestyle Dollars to cover it. Okay, so we'll take the Lifestyle Dollars out, you submit the receipt, and we will reimburse you the following week. Now, very soon, in the very near future, we just finished this piece of technology, so it could be live in the next week or two. We'll see whenever the App Store and everybody, all the final approvals are done. You're going to be able to use your travel dollars real time for hotel bookings, meaning that you will no longer have to book the hotel and then be reimbursed with the travel dollars. In the very near future, you will be able to book your hotels through our search engine, and you will be able to pay with travel dollars. We don't know if everything will be available. It will depend on who the vendors are, but you're going to have some more information coming soon about this. But all of this is designed to help make your dreams come true. We've been talking about this forever, but what that also means is that it's up to you now, because it's up to you to use your travel dollars, your new Lifestyle Dollars, to help make your dreams come true. Well, how do you make Lifestyle Dollars? Well, you make Lifestyle Dollars by sharing the business. And so one of the focuses that we've started over the last few weeks is really onboarding our new members appropriately. And we've been talking about this in the last few trainings. If you've not watched the last few trainings, I highly suggest going back and watching these last few trainings where we've been talking about the onboarding. We've been talking about retaining our members better in the first 60, 90, 120 days. Here are some things that I want to tell you guys. We've been talking to members that have canceled over the years and trying to find out, what we could do better as a company to get everybody to stick. Obviously, our goal is to get everybody to stick. We have an incredible retention rate after 6 months, but we want to get better at that first 60 to 90 days. And here's one of the things that I want to ask you all to help me with. We have a big emphasis on free life, and you're going to see a brand new 5-step fast start in just a moment. We're going to talk about a brand new contest, a brand new promotion, a lot of big stuff coming still on this call. I'm just getting started. But one of the problems is that we feel like that there are a lot of people that use free life to recruit, which is a great tool. But the problem is that you don't explain to them that they don't have to do it in their first month. Meaning that if somebody doesn't get their free life, their 2 referrals in their first month, for some reason, people feel like, oh, I failed. Oh, you don't want to undersell the membership and be like, just get in. It's going to be free for you at the end of the month. We're going to get your 2 and then it's going to be free. We feel like this perception has created a stigma around people feeling like they did something wrong if they get into that first month or second month and they haven't gotten their 2. And so we're asking all of you to make sure that you're promoting free life properly and you're bragging about the benefits and the value, and you're not underselling what the membership is at $179. Because here's the truth, okay? This is the God's honest truth. We have talked about increasing the price of the membership. A lot of us internally feel like our membership is too inexpensive. It's too cheap because just for you to know and understand, just World Vantage alone, okay, just that, just the one component that's one of hundreds of benefits for Bryte Lyfe, you have to be a member of one of the partner country clubs. So that means that you have to have paid 15,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 to be a member. And then you have to pay your monthly country club dues. Okay. Could be 500, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. Okay. And so you don't have to do that as a member of Bryte Lyfe. But to get World Vantage outside of Bryte Lyfe, you have to be part of one of those country clubs. And then just to add World Vantage, you have to be one of the network, and then you have to pay $200 to $400. So just to get World Vantage, you have to join a country club that's a minimum of 15,000. Most of them are average of 50,000 to join. Probably an average of 1,000 a month. Some are more. Okay, some might be a little less, but call it an average of 1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. Plus, you have to pay 200 to 400 just to get World Vantage. So 200 to 400 for that one benefit. So when we started World Ventures in 2005, we were charging $135 a month. Plus, we charge $199 initiation fee. So we were charging $335 for somebody to start back in 2005. Pre-inflation, that's more like probably today with today's inflation, it's probably $700 or $800 minimum, maybe even more. Okay, call it $1,000 the first month to get started with World Ventures, and all we had was dream trips. And so we have to get better at onboarding our members, showing them all the benefits, walking them through and showing them member deals and Benefits Hub and, all the concerts and all the events and Sports 365. I mean, I had a member get tickets to one of the World Cup games last week, and he said he saved $250 a ticket off of what it was on StubHub. So he bought 4 tickets. That's $1,000 on just one game. Okay. So we have to get better at really selling the membership and making sure when we sign people up that we're walking them through the all of the benefits and the value, so that we don't have people that go, well, I didn't get free life, I'm going to quit. I mean, $179, that's a lot, because we're underselling the membership. We need to be overselling the membership and talking about how you can't live without it, all of this value. And then it goes back to the onboarding that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Eva did a great job talking about what to do with your new members. And we're going to continue to do that. In fact, next week, we're going to do a follow-up training where we're going to have Eva go through and walk through some of the benefits and kind of show you this same kind of fast start for reps. We're going to show you the same kind of fast start for members. Okay. So we're going to do a better job internally and with corporate on making sure that we're really selling the value of what we're doing and really showing all of the benefits of what we're doing, so that we don't have the attrition that's happened because people feel like they failed, or that it's not worth $179. Because to be quite honest, I mean, MWR is like $600 to get started. We could raise the price at any point. And that's another selling point for all of you, because what you're paying now, and especially those of you that have not already upgraded to Influencer Pro, you need to go in and upgrade now, because B2B is almost done. I mean, we are in final testing. There's a couple of things we're tweaking. We talked about launching it this week. We're making a few changes on the Bryte Lyfe Benefits website. There's a few other parts of the AI sales agent that we've been building. Some of those tools are going to be available for B2C. So even if you're not doing businesses, you're still going to have some of these new things that go live. So we're still letting you sign up for Influencer Pro for only $49. But the price for Influencer Pro in about a week or two, when we go live with B2B, is going to be $79.99. So you're grandfathered in, same way you're grandfathered in on your price right now. So if we do have a price increase in the future, which is very possible down the road, and let's say that the price does go to $199 a month, or maybe it's $249 a month or $229 a month, who knows what the future holds, you will be grandfathered in. So we have to do a really good job explaining to our members how valuable the membership is. Don't just get somebody signed up and then send them your sign up link and be like, good luck. See you when I see you. I'll let you know. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to talk to you today, and we wanted to launch this brand new 5-step fast start. So with that being said, I'm going to show you our brand new 5-step fast start document that has a payment attached to it. You're going to actually get paid just for doing the steps. Okay, so I want to share this with you. All right. So this document, okay, is designed to use with everybody that you bring into your organization. So everybody should be following these 5 steps. Now, when you complete these 5 steps and submit them, there will be a button that you will submit eventually to complete this, which will trigger 200 lifestyle dollars. Okay. So all you have to literally do is go through these 5 steps and you will get 200 lifestyle dollars deposited into your account. What we're trying to do is get people to use the benefits. We're trying to get people to earn lifestyle dollars, understand the power of lifestyle dollars. We're remaking some of the presentation to focus on lifestyle dollars. You will see the new presentation tomorrow night. So the new presentation tomorrow night will have some of the new verbiage. We're going to redo some of the slides. It's going to be full focus on lifestyle dollars and earning your concerts, earning your travel, earning your golf to where you no longer have to pay for these things again. So this will be the first way you can earn it. So step 1, complete the getting started training video. Okay. That video will be released this week. We're working on a brand new getting started training video. It's going to cover this 5-step fast start, tell you exactly how to use it. Then step 2 is make a list of 20 prospects. Okay, that 20 is going to be very important because you're going to see that it corresponds with the rest of the list. Contact each person on your list with this script. So we've got a couple of different ways for you to go. A lot of people are having success with our new Influencer Pro program, but we know that the highest closing percentage is getting someone to a live event, a home party, or getting them on a Zoom. So we've given you 2 invite scripts that you can use for this. I found something that's going to help me cross everything off my bucket list for free. I think you will love it. Do you have 20 minutes to take a look? Or you can post on social media the post that I've been using, which is I have 10 free $100 travel gift cards. First 10 people to comment free, get them. So you can use either one of those scripts, okay? And you want to contact every person on that list. Then step number 4 is you're going to host a lifestyle party. So we're going to call these lifestyle parties. We're going to get everybody to host one. And if you want to complete the challenge of the 5-step fast start, you have to have at least 5 guests from 5 different households at your event. You have to take a picture of it and post it in the members only Facebook groups. Okay. So that's step number 4. Have your lifestyle party and then post the picture in the group. Then the last step is all you have to do is have 20 people activate their $100 travel savings credit. So we will be able to monitor that. So once you have 20 activations, 20 different people, 20 different households that have activated the $100 travel credit through the Influencer Pro program, you will get 200 lifestyle dollars deposited as soon as you have completed these steps. You've uploaded the photo. Currently, you will do this in a support request, but we will have a button that's coming soon where you'll be able to submit this information in a ticket, and it will create a process for you to get rewarded with your 200 lifestyle dollars. That's it. It's the 5-step fast start. We need to teach everyone to do this as fast as possible. And we know that the activity will produce the results. And so this is what we're focusing on leading out of this training. We want everybody to start using this week. We will get the link to you. It'll be added into this document. And so we'll get that getting started training video live, and it's going to have all of this new information in it. It's going to have all of these 5 steps explained in detail, exactly what to do, exactly what to say, exactly who should be on the list. We're going to walk you through all 5 steps in detail today. Was just a way for us to share this with you. Now, I'm going to move to a very special announcement, and Denson, I'm going to get you ready to wrap this call up after I announce this very special contest. It's raining on me now, so I'm going to share one more document. This is the biggest contest we've ever had at Bryte Lyfe, okay? And so this is going to cost us more money than anything we've ever done. It's the biggest contest we've ever had, and it is called the Bryte Lyfe Rank Up Bounty. Now, for those of you that are not into Westerns, or maybe you're younger and you haven't seen, or heard of Billy the Kid, or seen old Westerns, you may not be familiar with the Wanted poster, but this is what we need from you, what we want from you. We need you to rank up. It does not matter what your rank is right now. It does not matter what your rank has been. If you achieve any rank from today, so you've got exactly 30 days. So 30 days from today is going to be exactly, it'll actually end perfectly on Sunday evening, August 16th. So on August 16th, we are going to end the contest. Okay. So 30 days, we're going to end the contest at midnight that night. And here's what we're going to do. Every single rank that you earn, you're going to earn that amount in lifestyle dollars. So when you hit Lifer 300, we're going to give you 300 lifestyle dollars. When you hit Lifer 800, we're going to give you 800 lifestyle dollars. When you hit 1600, we're going to give you 1600. When you hit 3000, we're going to give you 3000. You hit 5000, we're going to give you 5000. But here's the best part. If you hit 5,000, and let's say today somebody's sitting here and they're not even 300, but in the next 30 days they hit 5,000, you're going to get 300, 800, that's 1100. You're going to get 1600, that's 2700. You're going to get 3000, that's 5700. And you're going to get 5,000, that's 10,700 lifestyle dollars. Okay. So you are eligible for all ranks, even if you get to 7,500 or you get to 15,000. And look, we're going to have B2B go live in a couple weeks. There could be somebody on here who gets a quick sale of B2B. Maybe you get 200 people to sign up and maybe you hit 7,500. Somebody could do that. Okay. So this contest, we're going to put some more information out on it, but it's going to be 30 days. It's pouring rain on me right now. And so, Denson, I'm going to actually turn things over to you. And while we're waiting for Denson to take over, Eva and Jorge, if you could spin the wheel right now and give somebody 200 lifestyle dollars from the people that are on here right now. Let's do our first drawing for lifestyle dollars right now, and then let's give away another 200 at the end. Denson, I'm getting rained on, so I'm gonna close my laptop. You guys good?
Okay. All right. Well, hey guys, let's give it up for Wes in the chat box. This is huge, and if you're engaged, you understand what we're talking about. And if you're not, then it's like you need to go study this because this is a big deal. So now let's see who is going to win the 200 just for the heck of it, 200 in travel dollars. So we see the wheel is spinning.
Good morning,
And
everyone. Good luck.
all right, all right. So let's see. So you guys did a good spin on the wheel this morning. Eva, was that you or Jorge?
I'm here.
Ben Goss. Oh, Jody McGuire. All right. Awesome. All right, Jody, congratulations. In fact, let's see. Let's find. In fact, Jody, raise your hand, and we want to personally congratulate you on this. This is awesome. Let me see here. All right, I see her here. So Jody, you just won 200 in lifestyle dollars, not just travel dollars. Now you can even go buy electronics or refrigerator or whatever. Okay, so congratulations to you, Jody. How do you feel about that?
Thank you so much. I actually need a new fridge at my dad's house, so that's
Oh,
perfect.
I don't know if you'll find one for $200, but
Nope.
you you just won it. So congratulations. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So hey guys, we what I want to do is a little bit of a recap here because we did a leadership call last week, and I think that it's important for you guys to understand that we're at a point in this company where it could go into momentum at any time, okay? And as leaders, okay, you as a leader, us as leaders, what we have to do is we have to draw a line in the sand, okay? And I talked to a group about this the other night. we're at a point, like as a leader, what you have to be very careful of is this: if you waste time with the wrong people, okay, think about what Wes has just proved to you guys this morning is the fact that this is going to happen with or without you, me, or anybody else. Okay, he's committed, and the team behind this company is committed for this to work no matter what, no matter who it is. And what we have to do is, as leaders that are committed, we have to draw a line in the sand. Me personally, I don't care who it is. You personally, you don't care who it is. What you want to do is you want to focus on the people that are going to make this happen with you. Okay, that is what it is all about. We develop relationships. We love everybody. Don't stop loving people, okay? But as far as business is concerned, and our business is what? It's the duplication of two. We are here to develop, a 6 or 7 figure income. Now, all of the benefits are perks. These are perks and benefits that come along with it. And I highly encourage you to take advantage of that because, again, you can change your lifestyle. Like, if you are in a day-to-day mundane activity right now that maybe is not what you ultimately want, then you've got an opportunity to change that. So what we're doing, I'm just going to recap what Wes just said. We are monetizing the activity that you ultimately need to do to be successful. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we understand that it is ultimately activity that creates results. So if we can encourage people, okay, and we're doing that through 200 in travel dollars, if we can encourage you to go through these 5 simple steps here, guess what? You will more than likely get your two, okay? And that's what it's all about. Some of you all, depending on your levels of influence with people, you're gonna, get your two out of this. Some of y'all might even get 10 out of this if you go through the motion. So that getting started training video will be available, as Wes said, this week. To make a list of 20 prospects, guys, just go into your phone. Don't make this a big deal. Go into your phone. First off, pick out people that you have influence with. Okay, some of us, I've got a lot of contacts in my phone of people that I don't talk to on a regular basis. But if you've got a relationship with those folks, reach out to them, especially if they are, lifestyle type people, if they like traveling, if they get excited, about a 5-star stay every year. Do you guys understand that that's our unique selling proposition, is the fact that we give away that 5-star stay every year. When we first started, guess what? That was a concept. None of us knew if it was going to be real or not. I had people that kind of doubted that, like, well, we don't know if he's going to even be able to do that. Well, anybody that's gotten awarded and qualified for their bucket list trip, guess what? They've been awarded the bucket list trip. And this is what you have to understand about that. We allow for you to pick who you want, where you want to go as far as the bucket list trip is concerned. We're not making those choices for you. You go in, you put in your top 10 destinations that you want to go to. And for every year that you're an active member, we're going to award that. It's not like we're saying that, hey, you got to go to Iran. We're going to give you a bucket list trip in Iran where we know you're not going to go, right? No, we allow you to pick those 10 locations. And, for every year that you're an active member, we're going to award that. So what we have to do, I'm guilty of it, everybody on this webinar is guilty of it, is when you get a brand new person involved, you have to spend time with them. Them putting this bucket list trip together, these 10 locations, is almost like a built-in dream board. Okay, so that's going to be part of the getting started training video. And as you get people involved and you get them qualified for this $200, you're going to sit down and take some time with them. If they're in your local area, buy them a cup of coffee. If they're not in your local area, get on a webinar with them and just take some time and go through this information. So again, you make that list of 20. Step 3, you contact each person on your list. Something very simple. I found something that's going to help me to cross everything off of my bucket list for free. I think you'll love it. Do you have 20 minutes to take a look? Keep it that simple, guys, because you have to understand something. People are either right for what we're doing or they're wrong for what we're doing. You can't show it right or wrong. You just show it to the right or wrong people. So I would encourage you just go through the motions on this, okay? Go after the $200, okay? But take it seriously because understand that $200 is a small part of what this could mean for you, okay? And then, of course, your social media posts. This is going to be working for you in the background. I have, 10 free $100 travel gift cards. First 10 people to comment free will get them. Well, guess what you could use these gift cards for as well? You can use them to encourage people and incentivize people to show up for a webinar. Okay, if they show up for one of the webinars, then you tell them you're going to give them $100 in free travel gift cards, a $100 free travel gift card for them showing up to a webinar. Okay, it's several ways that you can use that. And then, of course, step 4, you want to host a lifestyle party. If you have at least 5 guests minimum and you post a picture in the members only Facebook group, you can check that off of the list. You're qualified for it. In step number 5, this is the part of the activity that's going to create the result. Activate 20 $100 gift cards. So let's talk about for a minute the lifestyle party. Okay, this is not a big deal. I don't want you to overcomplicate this. All you're doing is you're going to invite a few friends over, just like you probably just did for the World Cup. Okay, invite a few friends over for you guys to have fun. Now, what's more fun? Watching a soccer game or watching a basketball game or watching a football game or talking to people about what might be on their bucket list. Okay, talking to them about their hopes and dreams. Well, that's a lot more fun because when you watch TV and it's not about you, guess what? You're living somebody else's dreams. Okay, or you might be living your dreams through what you see on TV. Well, here you could almost I'm gonna give you a great idea for a lifestyle party. Okay, we're certainly gonna start doing this. Kind of queue up the videos of the places that you've got on your bucket list. Like if you got the Maldives there, queue up a video for the Maldives, or if you've got Europe there, or whatever the case, Paris there, queue up a video and show them. Just share with them why you got involved here and show those videos and say, look, I'm really looking forward to going to Paris, or I'm looking forward to going to New York at Christmas time, or I'm really, the Maldives has been one of my big dreams and I saw this as an opportunity. Guess what? Those people are going to want to do that. So if this is you, you take a picture of you and your group, you post that, you're qualified for, that particular step. And guys, look, this is the game changer here. Okay, some of you all use this, most of you all don't, and that is a 3-way phone call. If you have somebody over to your house, or you get somebody on a webinar, or you send somebody even $100, travel credit, get them on a 3-way phone call with your sponsor. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to edify your sponsor correctly, build your sponsor up to that person, because some of you all in 3-way phone calls, what you'll do is you'll get us on with your prospect and you'll build your prospect up to us. And then I've had people that have even gotten on the phone with me where I'm trying to sell them on the business for you, and you built them up so much that guess what? They want to tell me more about them. Well, in all due respect, guess what? Congratulations in your success, but we're not on the phone for that. We are on the phone. Why? To try to get that person to see what it is that you see in this business so we can get them involved in your business. So you have to be very careful with that. Build your sponsor up, edify your sponsor to your prospect so your prospect will be eager to listen to that person. Okay, very, very important. Now, another thing, guys, this is critical. Okay, our weekly corporate webinars, we must build the numbers back up, because this is what I think happens is most companies, most network marketing companies, or most of what you get approached with over, the next year is not going to be there a year from that time. Just understand, over 90% of them, 95% of them go out of business. So most of them aren't going to be here. You may have been involved in a company that didn't make it. Well, you have to understand this company is different. You don't have to worry about this one going anywhere, but because you've been through that experience or whatever the case is, what most people think is, man, if I quit, the company is not going to make it. Well, you have to look at, I would encourage you to look at it this way. Let's say that you do quit, okay, for whatever reason. It might be the 179. It might be the fact that, you don't have the influence with people. All your people quit, whatever. You quit the business, right? And you say, well, that's it. That company won't make it because I quit. And they do make it. Let's say they go on and our company goes on and becomes $1 billion brand, creates a lot of millionaires. Let's say we have people that max out the comp plan and you were here early, because I do believe that sometimes we can be involved in companies too early. Okay. You might be that mindset where you have to see it happen with other people before you can really engage. Well, what we did for you all, it's how you have to look at this. We put you in this deal at the right time, but you got to have vision in order for that to be a reality for you and your family. Okay. Wes, on his end, he's doing everything that he can to make this thing happen. And what he's proven to me as a person is the fact that he's going to do whatever it takes in order for this company to be successful. But don't don't get it twisted, guys. Most companies start this way. Okay, most long-term performers, as far as companies are concerned, start this way. It's slow the first 2 to 3 years, and then all of a sudden, enough of the right people are assembled, and then all of a sudden it explodes. It goes vertical. And the same thing's going to happen with this company, with or without anybody on this webinar. But guess what? You guys are here at the right place. You're here at the right time. All you got to do, I believe that if when we see 24 to 36 months of consistent growth, because of the way this comp plan is set up, it is going to absolutely explode. So part of that is our weekly corporate webinar. Some of y'all boycott the webinars, I believe. You say, oh man, I'm not going to get on. And guess what? We can't do this by ourselves, right? I can't create momentum and enthusiasm by myself. Wes can't do it by himself. And guess what? We're some of the best in the business as far as presenting and that kind of thing. But guess what? We cannot do this by ourselves, but we can continue to go until we get the right people in place. Because I like to give this example, okay? Let's say we as a group, all of us on this webinar, we got about 45 people on this webinar right now. Let's say that everybody on this webinar, we were going to get paid $1 million to push this boulder uphill. And what we have to do is a huge hill in front of us, right? So what we have to do is push this boulder and get it to the other side of the hill. So that means that we're going to have to push it up the hill and then get it down the other side. Now, I want you to think about something. We're all, together, almost 50 people. We're pushing this boulder. What do you think would happen if we stopped in that process? Well, if we stop, then what's going to ultimately happen is not only would the boulder stop, but we would end up, the boulder would end up rolling back over us, right? So the problem is this: we negated that work that we put in up front, right? Because we stopped that process. But what if we kept going and we got that boulder to the top of the hill to where we could get it over the top of the hill? Then it would pick up a momentum and we no longer have to push it to get it to the bottom of the other side. Guys, look, I see so many people do this. You guys will start, you get off to a good start. Some of y'all promoted in this comp plan, then you stopped. Then you let somebody talk you out of it, even though your membership was paid for, even though the company was paying you. Some of y'all, the company is paying you right now. Okay, and you've stopped. Well, you have to understand, as early as we are in this comp plan, as early as we are in this company, this is what you have to understand. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. Okay. It is not built yet. I don't care where you are in this comp plan. It is not built yet. Yes, you do see the power of the residual plan, but it is not built yet. So think about our webinars this way. Let's say that you've got a player, man, and you want them to see the big picture of what's going on. So it's one of two things that can happen with them. You can put them on a webinar where it's 12 or 13 people. Okay, nobody there. and your new guest is on that webinar, nobody is there, what do you think would happen? They would just, they'd look at this and say, well, yeah, sounds great, but it's nothing to it. Bam, they don't sign up. And let's say that I'm gonna just show you a very quick difference here. We got 44 people on the webinar now. I want each one of you all to do me a favor. On when I count to three, I want everybody to just type something into the chat box. Okay. In fact, I want you to type why you're here. Okay. Either travel or money or both. Okay. I want you to type it in the chat box when I count to three, but I want all of us to do it at the same time and look at what happens. Okay. So on three, I want each one of y'all to type whatever you want to in this chat box, but I want to show you something. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so I see money, I see both. I want travel for free. Now, guys, keep typing, keep typing. I'm trying to illustrate a point. There we go. So, what am I saying? This shows, like life in the webinar, right? When everybody, it's just like an in-person meeting at a hotel when everybody is clapping and everybody is enthusiastic. That makes a big difference than if you've got 10 or 12 people on a webinar, nothing going on in the chat box. Does that make sense to you guys? This is all about what? It's about our business, and our business is only about the duplication of 2 in the compensation plan. If you're here for that, like Joel, time, right? Well, what frees up your time? Residual income is what frees your time. So if Joel is here to free his time, and let's say he's able to take this comp plan to 50,000 a month, or even max it out at 500,000 a month, was he able to accomplish that? Absolutely. That's something that the membership side is not going to do for him, but the membership side is going to allow him that lifestyle, right? So guys, look, we have to look at this as business owners, because what's the actual value? If you're in traditional business, what's the actual value of 30,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 500,000 a month? What you have to do in a traditional business to create that, where very few people are able to ever even do that. Okay, so that is the thing that we have to understand about the webinar. So again, we need you guys plugged in. In fact, Wes and I were talking about this, and I want to show you guys something real quick here. All right, this is how momentum is created, and I think this is how it all works. But I want you guys to take a look at this. This is called, this video, in case you want to look at it afterwards, you can search for Lone Nut. But I want you guys to look at this, and this is kind of how we almost feel on the webinars right now. Check this out.
If you've learned a lot about leadership and making a movement, then let's watch a movement happen start to finish in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons. First, of course, a leader needs the guts to stand alone and look ridiculous. But what he's doing is so simple, it's almost instructional. This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now here comes the first follower with a crucial role. He publicly shows everyone else how to follow. Notice how the leader embraces him as an equal. So it's not about the leader anymore, it's about them, plural. Notice how he's calling to his friends to join in. So it takes guts to be a first follower. You stand out and you brave ridicule yourself. Being a first follower is an underappreciated form of leadership. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. If the leader is the flint, the first follower is the spark that really makes the fire. Now here's the second follower. This is a turning point. It's proof the first has done well. Now it's not a lone nut and it's not 2 nuts. 3 is a crowd and a crowd is news. A movement must be public. Make sure outsiders see more than just the leader. Everyone needs to see the followers because new followers emulate followers, not the leader. Now here come 2 more people, then 3 more immediately. Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point, and now we have a movement. As more people jump in, it's no longer risky. If they were on the fence before, there's no reason not to join in now. They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, and they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. And over the next minute you'll see the rest who prefer to stay part of the crowd, because eventually they'd be ridiculed for not joining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how a movement is made. So let's recap what we've learned. If you are a version of the shirtless dancing guy, all alone, Remember the importance of nurturing your first few followers as equals, making everything clearly about the movement, not you. Be public, be easy to follow. But the biggest lesson here, did you catch it? Leadership is overglorified. Yes, it started with the shirtless guy, and he'll get all the credit, but you saw what really happened. It was the first follower that transformed a lone nut into a leader. There's no movement without the first follower. See, we're told that we all need to be leaders, but that would be really ineffective. The best way to make a movement, if you really care, is to courageously follow and show others how to follow. When you find a lone nut doing something great, have the guts to be the first person to stand up and join in.
Now, guys, isn't it funny? Think about this. That guy went from looking like a fool out there by himself to all of a sudden it turned into being cool. Well, this is how I've done this so many years. Okay. I've seen the movie so many times. This is how network marketing works. And the difference is, do you have the courage to be the first? Okay. Because being the first creates a huge reward. Like in that guy's case, man, he was the man after everybody joined him. But like right now, and that's how we kind of feel right now on these webinars, is that we're out here by ourselves because we might be the only ones that really get it. But guess what, guys? It's gonna happen, and all this means is this, okay? You're either going to be the ones that make it happen, or I'm going to put myself into this. We're either going to be the ones to make it happen, or some other group is going to come in after us and make it happen. Does that make sense to you guys? And I put myself in there because I don't want to offend anybody. Let's do this thing. Let's make it happen because somebody is going to do it. Okay. If it's not us, it'll be somebody else. And what we have to do is just decide that, hey, it's going to be us. So I'm hosting a leadership call every Wednesday night. Now, one thing I'll tell you guys is this. I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to recruit for this call, because if you're not all in, I don't want you on this call. I don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste. But if you are in, you are here, okay, to track this comp plan, create a six-figure residual income, then I want you on this call, because iron sharpens iron. I don't want anybody around me that's doubting. I don't want anybody around me that's not committed. I don't want anybody around me that, if it bothers you that somebody quits your business, this call is not going to be for you. But if you're here and your attitude is, hey, I don't care who it is, I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna make this thing happen. It will be a 6 or 7 figure income for me and my family. Success in it is inevitable. Failure is not an option. If that's you, then I want you on this call every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. But again, I want to see like-minded people. This is going to be more of a mastermind group where we kind of bounce things off of each other. And for me personally, I don't care if it's 3 or 4 people on here. We are going to make this thing happen. So this will be every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, Jeanette. So every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. So again, it's just, and I'm gonna tell you what the goal is for the people that are on this call with us is, like with this particular comp plan, and you all are familiar with the comp plan, you know exactly how it works. What we want to do and what we must do in this company is we've got to get people to, up the ladder. Okay. So I want you to think about, I want you to think about what Wes has just announced. Okay. He just announced that, he's going to do over the next 30 days somewhat of a bounty. Okay. And what I mean by that is whatever position you promote to, even if you were, let's say you were 1,600, you fell back to 800 or 300, and you get back to 1,600, okay? That'll be either from new recruits, or it'll be from reactivations, or it'll be from a combination of both. Well, what's going to happen there is if you got back to 800, you're going to not only get the residual from 800, but you're also going to get the 800 in lifestyle dollars, okay, that you'll be able to use. You go to 1600, not only will you be activated at residual for 1600, but you're also going to get 1600 in lifestyle dollars. Now, what you might say, well, what's different in lifestyle dollars? What's the difference in lifestyle dollars and travel dollars? Well, travel dollars, only work for travel. Lifestyle dollars works for anything in the app. So again, you could take that 1600, Jody, and go buy your dad a refrigerator and get reimbursed for it. Or you might go buy a computer and get reimbursed for it. Whatever the case is, whatever you can access and buy in that app, our company is going to reimburse you. Because the thing that you have to understand about travel dollars from day one is that's real money that went into a real escrow account on your behalf. So whenever you went in and booked travel, we were able to reimburse it. But Wes's vision for this thing has always been an ecosystem where it would work across the board. Do y'all understand? That's huge. That is a really, really big deal. So not only are you going to save money on what you buy, but you're going to be able to get reimbursed for it as well. Well, for this particular group, my goal for this group is it's time for us to go on and break 7,500, 90,000 a year. It's time for us to go on and break some, 5 and 6 figure incomes, guys. And look, all it takes is a decision to make it happen. Focus. But the only place that work comes before success is in the dictionary, or success comes before work is in the dictionary. So understand that you're not going to be successful without the work. Let's put the work in because the success is going to follow. So, again, as you look at this chart, what is it going to take? Well, number one, if you're not 300, I would always focus. The most important position in our comp plan is that next position. So if I were you, I would focus on that next position. And you know what? We could show this comp plan many ways, but if you're not qualified, that's what you want to do next is get qualified with your 2 members. Now, that's going to get you your free membership and the entire comp plan. And guess what? If you got 2 of the right people in place, they're going to duplicate. If you don't have the 2 right people in place, they're not. Okay, so go get 2 good people and they will bring 2 good people. Guys, look, this is what got me here. This is the only reason I'm with this company is because of what you see here right now. Now, some of you all, you might want to disguise it as network marketing or whatever, because I remember one of my mentors, this guy actually made over $16 million a year with a company. And I remember him always saying people are a little bit too cute, a little bit too prissy to do network marketing. But he went on to take it to $16 million a year. Well, what do you know right now that can pay you $16 million a year? So, don't be too cute and too prissy to do network marketing. Do it with pride because there's nothing else out there that's going to give a person this kind of opportunity here. So what is it going to take to get to 7,500? Well, 7,500 is 8 levels of the duplication of 2, but you can get there other ways. But understand, guys, this kind of residual income, even at 6% interest, you'd have to have $1.5 million in the bank in order for the bank to pay you $90,000 a year, which is $7,500 a month. So again, guys, looking at the fact that the average income in America today is $60,000 a year, there are motivated people out there because the average person, in order for them to accumulate $1 million, they may be able to put back $100 a month. Well, it would take them over 830 years to do that. Even at $1,000 a month, it would take them 83 years. They can't even do this in their lifetime. But guess what? With this particular comp plan, a person can do that with, the duplication through 8 levels, the duplication of 2. So all we have to do is focus people on what the activity that's going to ultimately create the result. And the activity is what? That 5-step process. And guys, look, as you tie into this is the real vision of about what we're doing here. Let's say that, you get to life for 7,500. So you're at 7,500 a month residual income. Now, let me see a show of in the chat box. Let me see responses here. Who right now on this webinar would $7,500 make a difference for? Would 7,500 maybe make your mortgage payment for you, make your car payment for you, maybe support your lifestyle? Who would 7,500 a month? Who would this support? Okay, so if you can make your life free, okay, let's say you could do something over the next, 8 months that could absolutely set you financially free because this 7,500 a month will take care of your lifestyle. Who's willing to do a little bit of work for this? Guys, look, it's not rocket science. I think sometimes, I'm gonna tell you what most of you all have done is you let losers kill your dream. You let a few people that got involved in your business that weren't gonna do it anyway because they quit, you let them kill your possibility of financial freedom. So now it's time to man up. Okay, I know we got women on here as well. It's time to woman up. Let's get tough. Let's make this thing happen because guess what? If you don't get a group of people in place that gets excited about this, then your business is never going to build. Look, you don't have to even worry about the membership side of this. You got the best guy in the business that's putting everything in place to make this the best membership on the planet. Now, how do we keep the price from going up? The way we keep the price from going up is to go out here and build. If we put 10,000 people in this thing, it doesn't cost Wes any more money to service those memberships. If we put 100,000 people in this deal, it doesn't cost him any more to service those memberships. It just gives us more leverage as a company. So what we have to do and what we failed at thus far is our part, okay? West needs some six-figure incomes developed. And look, let's say that you get somebody on your left and somebody on your right that buys into this and they go develop 7,500 a month. Well, that means that they if they're on the left side of your business, they have to have what, 250 left, 250 right, which is 500. If they're on the right side of your business, they have to have what, 250 left, 250 right, which is 500. Well, by default, you're at 500 left, 500 right, which is influence of 15K, which is 15,000 a month. So again, I ask that same question. Who could make ends meet? Who could be free on 15 grand a month? It's not all the money in the world, but guess what? It'll make your mortgage. It'll make your car payment. It will support your lifestyle. And you pretty much can live any lifestyle you want to live. And two other people track you with that. That means they've got 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right. And now you're at 30,000 a month. Guys, nothing has changed about what we originally saw in this comp plan. The only thing that changed is some of you all got up to, pretty good. Some of y'all were on track to be 3,000, 5,000. Then all of a sudden, a few people quit. A few people tell you, oh man, it's too expensive. Oh man, this doesn't make sense, whatever. And you let it get into your mental. But guess what? You didn't let that person talk you out of your job or your business that you're in right now. So don't let them talk you out of, what could possibly be the strongest thing that you ever do for you and your family because again, at the end of the day, none of this has changed. 15 levels of the duplication of two maxes this comp plan out at 500,000 a month or $6 million a year. Now, guys, that's pretty much what we'll do at this point is we are, you know what? It's one other thing I want to show you on the business side of this, because this is very important. I think it'll give you another list that you can pull from. And I want you all to think about this. Somebody tell me in the chat box, what do you think your largest living expense is right now? Is it your mortgage? Is it your car payment? Is it your kids' private school? What do you think is your largest living expense? Anybody got any idea? Okay, rent, Ruben, yeah, you're in you're in New York, absolutely. But guys, look, what if I told you that all of you guys are wrong? What if I told you that for the average person, it is their taxes? Yes, your taxes. Yeah, they cost people more than all of these things combined. Now, you might say, well, that's not the case. Well, the reason you don't realize that is because for most people, if you're an employee, that comes out first. Okay, so what's my point here? My point is that having a home-based business, our government has catered the tax system to business owners. And for home-based business owners, there's over 400 tax deductions. The average person saves over 12,000 a year, which is 1,000 a month. But the thing that you have to understand, guys, is this: what better home-based business could you put a person in? No pills, no potions, no powders, no lotions, no inventory, none of that stuff. What better home-based business could we put a person in but lifestyle? Okay, but Bryte Lyfe, period. So my point is this: I'm gonna prove this to you. Business mile is 72.5 cents a mile. Home office, okay, 20% of say 3,000 a month that you might be spending right now, or this is a huge one, hiring your kids. If you got a home-based business and you got kids between the ages of 7 and 18 years old, you can write up an employment agreement. If you don't pay them, over 15,000 a year, it removes it from your taxable income and they don't even have to file on it. Guys, we need to be talking to people about this stuff. Business travel, cell phone, and internet service. See, if you don't have a home-based business, guess what? You can't write this stuff off. Well, this example here, which is one of my active members, this is their example here, over 70,000 in tax deduction. So think about this. Somebody's in a 30% tax bracket, that's $20,000 a year. So I don't care if it's 20,000 a year, I don't care if it's 1,000 a month, 12,000 a year. Who in their right mind would not invest $200 into a business to give themselves a raise of 1,000 a month or whatever it is? And guess what? When you refer your two, now all of a sudden your investment into your business, which your investment into your business is really only $20 a month in our, compensation plan or in our structure, the way that this is set up. So again, just if you know somebody right now that is an employee, a high income earner, and especially if they've got dependent kids, I'm not saying recruit them with this. I'm saying show them everything, make them aware of what they can do, and hook them up with a tax professional that can help them. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes or no? Okay, in the chat box, I want to see, does this make sense? Because guess what? There's somebody around you right now that is hoping and praying for something that could give them that extra 1,000 a month that they need. And guess what? This is it. You got it here. It's just a matter of us what? Talking to people. Okay, so I hope you guys can feel the tone of where we are with this webinar right now. It is, again, what we're doing, guys, just so you know, is we are now drawing. I'm trying to get back to this. We are now drawing that line in the sand, and we're not going to waste time with the wrong people. We're going to invest into the right people, and I can promise you. Okay, any of you all that know me from the before other deals that we've done, oh, we're gonna make it happen. Okay, and we're gonna make it happen in a big way. And again, why not over the next 30 days? Engage in your business. Okay, two things are gonna happen. You're gonna get lifestyle dollars for whatever you promote to, and then you're gonna, even bigger than that, you're gonna set yourself up for success as we move into the most productive part of the year for network marketing, and that happens to be the fall. So what I want to do at this point is we're going to give away another $200 in travel dollars. So, or man, travel dollars, lifestyle dollars. Okay, big difference. Okay, so we're about to give away another 200 in lifestyle dollars. So Eva, Jorge, why don't you guys pull up the wheel and let's give away some money. Okay, come on.
Hey, Denson.
down.
Hi. So first we're going to do a really special spin of the wheel for the testimonial contest we did this week.
Awesome.
And we had a post from Ruben Edelman of details of saving $284.28 on tickets for the Jay-Z concert at the Yankee Stadium. Tana Dodds posted about booking a 3-night stay where the retail price was $920, but with Bryte Lyfe, it was $4.59. She used her travel dollars, and it came out to be $28 for the entire 3 nights. I think that's pretty awesome. Ashley
Wow.
Apiana shared a massive savings on an all-exclusive inclusive 3 night stay, stating the Expedia price was $2,760. Listen to this, you guys. She paid $1,356, almost 50% off.
And guys,
So
look, this is why it is so important to give your people a link where they can join this group, because that's social proof of what the
yep,
membership does.
yep. And now we can get a little more bougie because we can save so much money and use lifestyle dollars. We can go and do bigger and better things. And Amarna shared a testimonial stating that Bryte Lyfe saved her $184.12. Calvin Howard posted that his savings on a resort stay for his birthday. Happy belated birthday, Calvin. Diana Hamister posted about winning the top sales trip to Hard Rock in Cabo San Lucas, sharing side-by-side screenshots of Cabo Vista room selections and price options. So I
Awesome.
want to congratulate all of you for those savings. I want to thank you so much for participating. And I also want to ask you in the future that everyone join in on these contests we're doing, because there's always a big fun win um, wins here. So I'm going to go ahead and for now, Marna wasn't able to make it to the call, so she's not here, and I either was Diana. But here we go. We're going to spin the wheel and see who wins $100 here for the
Yeah, give it a good
testimonial.
spin.
Give
There
it a
we
good
go.
spin.
All right.
Tana kind of spawned this contest, so I'm glad she won.
She didn't
Congratulations,
spin the
Tana.
wheel, did she? That is awesome. Tana, I tell you what, congratulations, because your testimonial was around these dollars anyway. So, I'm sure she'll go find a great place to actually take advantage of these. In fact, why don't we do this? Tana, if you'll unmute and tell everybody about how you feel about, winning money, and tell us a little bit about your trip. So Tana, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh man, I hate you for having so much fun.
It was great.
All right, well, congratulations. How do you feel about winning another 200 in lifestyle dollars?
Man, everyone knows I'm gonna use them. That's for sure.
They won't go to waste.
Nope, not here.
All right, well, congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome. We're happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay, now what are we doing next, Eva?
Well, I wanted to share a little something with you real quick before I spin this next wheel. And I'm so excited about, you can imagine how excited I am about these lifestyle dollars. We've been working hard on all these partnerships and bringing these things to the table. And I was talking about this on the leadership call on Thursday night. There's so many nuggets of things that we don't even know that's there. We often have to
Mhm.
hear from each other what they found, the deal they found, and where they went. And we really do influence each other on a daily basis. So do the treasure hunt, and make your list, your little life list of things that you want, that you are dreaming of getting, and use your travel dollars to get there. And the illustration that I had in my mind when Denton was talking was, picture either we're doing two things in Bryte Lyfe. We're selling a membership or we're using the membership. And the big idea here is, why not do both at the same time? And so picture a kind of a loop, a figure eight, and on the left hand side you have the lifestyle dollars, and the right hand side you have the financial freedom and the earnings. And what this illustrates is, the more we do of each, the more lifestyle dollars we're making, the more or the harder we work, in turn, more lifestyle dollars we're earning, and it becomes infinite. And so I really want to encourage everybody to continue to, earn the dollars and use the dollars and find exciting savings and then share them with everyone. this week, John Banks, this is Jody, you'll like this because you said you want a refrigerator. John Banks went to the base went to base to look for a Frigidaire, and he doesn't pay taxes. Obviously, military bases, you don't pay taxes. And then he went on Bryte Lyfe, and he found for half the price the refrigerator. So I
Wow.
mean, this is like Denson said, this is proof of concept. And then, I mean, it's down to the basics to the most extravagant things you can find. Ashley's on the call, and she called this week looking for a moving truck. And we get these kind of requests in concierge every day. Lots of stuff related to travel, lots of stuff related to local benefits and having fun, going to the Yankee Stadium to see Jay-Z concert. But we're also getting some fundamental basic things we need by shopping.
So
So, thank
was Ashley getting a truck to go help John move the refrigerator, and they were going to pay for it
yes,
all with travel? I mean, with
that's
lifestyle dollars.
thank you. That leads me to my most important point. People join for the benefits or they join for the comp. And but they stay for each other and they stay for community. And what I mean by that, even on the financial freedom side, the more you build your team and the more you build community within your team and leaders and support them and go to the leadership calls, come to Saturday, come to Sunday, and then of course come to St. Pete for our next quarterly event. This is what we stay for. We stay for each other, we stay for the community. And yes, so that's what I'm talking about. Ashley taking John's truck. That's community right there. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. Thank you for hanging with us this Saturday afternoon. And I went ahead and recaptured a list of everyone who is still on the call. So here we go. Best of luck.
All right, some lucky person's about to get some lifestyle dollars. What? Here we go. New York.
Ruben!
Oh
Ruben!
man. Couldn't have stopped on a better person. And I tell
Oh
you
my
what,
gosh.
I'm
Jody
not
almost won
happy.
again.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this guy because he didn't tell me nothing about Jay-Z. You know, you got discounts on tickets, bro. You could have got an extra ticket for me.
So Ruben, you're winning 200 travel dollars. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, Ruben, tell us about your experience with lifestyle dollars, man.
Oh
Do they
man,
work?
they definitely do. It keeps the smile on your face at all times.
Hey, Ruben, it's great to get the deal and then get reimbursed for it, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, that's it's the gift that keeps on giving. And I got a whole lot of gifts to give myself.
Well, congratulations, man. I tell you what, it couldn't have gone to a better person. Guys, look, just so
Thank
you know, if you don't know Ruben, he's actually Lifer 800. He's one of our top leaders. He's out of New York, and he he's used the membership as much or more than anybody. And this couldn't have gone to a better person. So congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry, you come with me to LA for the next Jay-Z concert.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
All right. So, hey guys, we appreciate everybody being on. Eva, was it anything else that you want to share before we end up here?
No, please join us tomorrow night for our corporate call and let's do our best prospecting call week we've had in a long time. Denson has inspired us so much today, and thank you to Wes for all he's bringing to the table for us to make some money. And I look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday for more training on products.
Yeah, one thing, guys, and don't take this for granted. One thing I love about working with Wes is the fact that number one, he's the authority in the travel industry. Okay, so he knows what to do as far as benefits and that kind of thing are concerned, but he can't do our job for us. Okay, and our job, just like if you got a job right now, it's just certain things and that you're responsible for, certain things that you have to do. Well, with us, it's the duplication of two or three or whatever it is. It's the building, it's the marketing side of it, and they pay very handsomely for that. So let's again, that line is drawn in the sand. Let's make it happen. So we certainly appreciate you all being on, and we're gonna see you tomorrow night. So have a great Saturday, and we'll see you back here then.